Hello.
Hey YouTube, it's MOTOMATTman. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. We did. You know, I asked if anybody had anything on their list, you know, motorcycle related, gift kind of thing for Christmas, you know, and if so, what, and made a comment, you know, that I was liking the Aprilia RS V4 factory, and Mrs. Motomattman said no, not getting that. Well, I did get new riding boots. I got some Alpine Stars shorty boots, they're really sweet. Mrs. Motomattman got some new riding shoes. They're look like tennis shoes, but the ankles are armored, and the tread on the bottom is made for riding motorcycles. It's a really cool. Best thing she likes about them is they zip up the side. Even though they look like tennis shoes, they zip up the side. So they're easy on and easy off kind of deal. They're high tops, come up over the ankle. Anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. I'm doing a voiceover because the driveway's an absolute sheet of ice. It rained, then it snowed, then it rained again, then we had sleet and freezing rain. It turned into snow that then went back to sleet and freezing rain, and then the temperatures dropped to down in the teens. So the driveway's a sheet of ice. Cause I can't, no matter, I mean, I can plow the driveway, but I can't get rid of the ice. And even plowing the driveway, you're only scraping off the top. It compacts down when I plow the driveway. Getting a bike out of the driveway is not a problem, but getting the bike in the driveway back up the hill to the garage is the problem that I have every winter. It's not the getting out, it's the getting back in. Driveway's 250 feet plus long, it's gravel, and it's got a good slope to it. I know it doesn't really show how much slope there is to the driveway in the videos when I'm pulling out of the garage and going down the driveway, but there is a good amount of slope to the driveway. So it's one of those things that I've started keeping my eyes open for a dual sport, you know, dual purpose bike. I'd thought about getting a supermoto, but that's not going to solve my problem about getting back up the driveway, because I could ride up the grass. The VFR and the Harley and the Yamaha, they're not going to go up the grass. Their tires just aren't made for that, and neither would a supermoto. So what my thought is, get a dual sport and have the knobby tires on it for the winter, and switch over to another set of wheels and tires for the spring, summer, and early part of the fall, and turn the dual sport into a supermoto kind of deal. Anyway, that's something that I've been batting around that idea for a while, that I'm going to try to check into this year. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the plans for this year. And the plans for the year are a couple of things. Number one, to go to some different places, actually sit down and plot out places that I can ride to, and also that Mrs. Motomattman and I can ride to do more dual vlogs. Problem with the dual vlogs is they're tough to do on the weekend because of our oldest daughter's softball, her travel softball. Their tournaments are on the weekend. And this year, she seems like she has a really good team. And because of that, the coaches and the parents agreed to do a full schedule. So starting in May, I think it's the middle of May, there are tournaments every weekend except for the weekend around the 4th of July. I mean, they're just going to be going full bore with the softball, which eliminates some of the time, the possibility of a dual vlog. We may have to do the babysitter thing, or take the girls over to my in-laws' farm and do some riding in the evening to maybe be able to get some dual vlogs in as well. But those are things that are in the works. Also, possibly, even if we have to take the car, you know, with the whole family, going to some other places, maybe like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is in Cleveland. Taking a trip up to the different beaches at Lake Erie to give you guys an idea what Lake Erie has to offer. Some of the things like that, actually going into some of the wineries and see if we can can film in the wineries, give you some of that as well, that are local to us. The other thing is in talking with mrs.motomattman, everybody, the feedback I got was everybody seemed to really like, number one, me doing the subscriber drawing giveaway, or giveaway drawing, I should say. But the big thing seemed to be everybody really enjoyed Mrs. Motomattman doing the drawing and doing some of the talking, quite a bit of the talking in the video, whatever. So I was talking with her about it, and she said, why do a drawing just when you get to big milestones instead of having, you know, giving away a camera? Give away smaller things and do it every time you hit another 100 plateau. So the next drawing will be when I hit 600 subscribers. Then the next one after that, 700 subscribers. Then 800, then 900, 1,000, whatever. You know, hey, wouldn't it be nice if I could do a drawing each month, starting at the end of January and roll right on through every month? That would be cool. Don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be kind of cool. And she does have a point. One of the things is it gives more people the opportunity to win something. I don't know about you guys, but I'd never win anything. I did, shout out to the 333, won the Ram Mount X Grip phone mount. That was quite a shock to me because I'd never win anything, like ever. If it's a luck thing, there's no chance. I don't normally win. But anyway, that's kind of something that we've got as a plan. Let me know what you guys think. If you think it's a good idea, if that's something you want, and that's what we'll do. We'll run with it. Now the video you're watching, I'll give you a little bit of backstory on that, and then I'll shut my trap. This was shot 2 years ago. We were having audio issues at the time. For some reason, the Senas weren't staying synced to the Sena backpack. I am not going to blame the Senas. I'm not going to blame the Sena backpack for the GoPro, otherwise known as the GP10. Was not a fault of the equipment at all. It was a fault of the idiot that was operating the equipment, and we all know who that idiot was. So, yeah, I am talking about myself. I am not trying in any way to throw Mrs. Motomattman under the bus. It was all on me, and she would be quick to tell you, I'm sure, that it was all on me. But anyway, so there's no audio, so that's why this video has never been released. A little bit of backstory on it. We were just out for a ride, and we said, what the heck, let's go to Western Reserve Harley Davidson in Menor, Ohio. It's kind of cool because she was on her Sportster, I was on my VFR, and attached to the same building, owned by the same people, is Western Reserve Honda. So we could take our Harley and our Honda and go to the Harley/Honda dealership. They do not have Harleys and Hondas on the sales floor together. They're complete separate operations, from the sales personnel all the way to the mechanics in the back. You don't have Honda techs working on Harleys and Harley techs working on Hondas. It's totally set up separately. They're just owned by the same people, and it's the same building, and they're attached. They have separate entrances to walk in. You cannot walk from the Harley dealer into the Honda dealer. You have to go outside and then in through another door. But anyway, on our way there, this was the year that Mrs. Motomattman's bike spent as much time in the garage at the Harley shop as it did in the garage at home. This was early spring, I do believe, and it was a great sunny, warm day that we took this ride. This is probably her second, maybe third ride of the season. That winter, she had had her bike picked up and taken to the Harley dealer, and they replaced the head gaskets on her bike, and it created a snowball effect. She did that over the winter so that the bike wasn't tied up over the summer, the warm months, so she could ride. But But while we were on our way to that Harley dealer, we were sitting at a stoplight, and I looked over at her bike and noticed that there was smoke coming off of her engine. And I don't mean out of the exhaust, I mean smoke coming off the engine where it looked like something was burning off. When we got to the dealership, I took a look at it again and noticed that she had an oil leak. And so we scheduled an appointment to have the bike taken back in. Which, of course, the day that she was scheduled to take it and drop it off, it was absolutely pouring down rain. And we do have that on video from GoPro mounted to the windshield of my car, where our girls and I followed her there. She did not have rain gear on because she didn't own any, and she didn't own any because she said, "I'm not going to ride in the rain." Well, she rode in the rain, and she was absolutely soaked when she got there. When she got there, she asked the guy if she got any kind of medal or any kind of patch or something for riding it in the rain that day, and he goes, "Yeah, you get to say now that you're a real biker because you rode in the rain." But anyway, found out what the problem was with that was an O-ring, and I don't know if it was installed improperly, maybe pinched, or it was a defective O-ring. I don't know which one. We'll go with it was a faulty O-ring that was installed when they were putting the bike back together after replacing the head gaskets. So there was no charge to that. And then we later went and picked it up. It was night, it was dark. She asked me to ride it home. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. I got home and everything from the waist down was numb. My hands were numb. My shoulders were sore. Her forward controls aren't as long as mine, so my legs were cramped up. And then with the Springer seat, not that the seat itself is a problem for me. I'm not a big fan of that Springer seat. It's not very wide. But it's also not very far back because of where it's installed. It's installed in the perfect spot for her. Problem is, I'm over 6 feet tall. She's 5'4". Just think about it for a second. Where the seat would be comfortable for her, oh no, not for me. I need to have my butt almost back on the rear fender. She's got that thing as far forward as it'll go. So that was the last time, other than riding up to the gas station, that I've taken her bike anywhere. But anyway, she got the bike back from that, and then next time we went out to ride, bike wouldn't start. She ended up having to take my Sporty again. We had them come and pick up her bike. They picked up her bike. They found there was a short in the wire. They replaced the short, and we went and picked up her bike. She rode it home. All is good till the next time we go out to go for a ride, and bike wouldn't start again. Oh, wait a minute. I said she went to start her bike and it wouldn't start. No, we took a short little ride and looped around, and we were like at an intersection, and we could see our house, and her bike kept shutting on and off, cutting off and on. So we nursed the bike to the house, and then they came and picked it up, and it was a short issue. Well, then the bike wouldn't start again, so they had to come back and get it again. And when they came back and got it the next time, they found out that there was an issue with the contacts to the starter. And what was happening is when it had the short, it was like arcing. And they fixed that issue, and the mechanic that fixed that realized that that was caused by the short, and the short was caused by the wire getting pinched when they put the bike back together after fixing the oil leak. So they refunded the money for fixing the short and didn't charge her for the other, and refunded her the transport fee to pick up the bike and take it to the shop. They refunded that. So what she ended up having to pay for in the long run was only for the work that she initially had the bike in for, and that was to fix the head gaskets. So even though she had all that problem, I mean, Western Reserve Harley Davidson did take very good care of her. I mean, they didn't rip her off. They refunded her money without us throwing a fit. I mean, we didn't throw a temper tantrum or anything else. They offered to do that because they realized that they had made a mistake. So that was pretty awesome. But anyway, that's what this ride is. I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully, I can get out of the driveway here soon. Let me know what you think about the drawing. Let me know what you think about the video itself. Any ideas you may have for videos for me upcoming, especially in the summer months. I get what I can take this time of year. It is what it is. We are going to the Progressive International Motorcycle Show the end of this month at the IX Center in Cleveland. We're going on Saturday. Thanks to the 333, and what he had done earlier in posting the pictures of his VIP passes, we got VIP passes ourselves, so we're able to get in there early before everybody else. So hopefully I can shoot some video at that time before it gets crowded. So we're going on that Saturday, and hopefully we can get that done and I can get a video up for that. Anyway, you know, as always, if you like what you see, make sure you click the like and subscribe button. Punch that bell to get notifications whenever I upload any new content. If you're lucky enough, and able to get out on two wheels, make sure you keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down, and have an awesome day.
you.